Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. This is my daily vlog, my regular entry into the pantheon of recordings about what I'm doing to make content creation sustainable in the long term. I've been at this just over a year, still humming along, still making a little bit of progress, and well, you can tell I haven't shot anything in a couple of days when I haven't shaved. It looked really scruffy. Yeah, let's talk about what we did yesterday. So it was Monday. I had a full week last week and didn't have anything really prepared to going into Monday. So did a bunch of video research, prepped for a couple of things, have a couple of things lined up that I have ideas for. In fact, one for today that I'll talk about in a second. I did preparation for the podcast edit, which is today. We'll talk about also in a moment, where I have to, lay things out on a timeline and get the breaks ready and things like that. Kind of lay out my timeline so they're ready to edit this morning. I got that work done. And then in the late afternoon, after three or so, I interrupted part of my day. I had a bunch of adult garbage to do. Escrow problems with the mortgage and insurance with the car changes and just adult garbage and adjust the budget and everything. And it's just because I'm not doing working doesn't mean that, that stuff still isn't a thing, and unexpected changes in our bills, and you're like, well, it used to be back when you had a job, you'd go, like, oh, well, we'll absorb that in my salary. And now I'm like, oh, I got to find a place to make that money. Just go make a video quick. That stuff doesn't, you think about it differently, and really how I think about it right now based on our growth is how it impacts my runway, not so much how it impacts my day to day, because I'm living, only partially off of GenXGrownUp and partially off of some savings. And so when things like that happen, you go like, oh, that could damage how much time I have to run this experiment before I succeed or fail. So, the real world interferes with our plans so often, it's irritating. Let's talk about stats today. So, I have this arbitrary goal of 10,000 views and 50 subscribers minimum on average over the last 7 days. And we've been below that for a good long while. We're still half below it, but while subscribers are averaging about 36 a day, up from the 30 they were a few days ago, subscribers are back over 10.2 thousand over the last 7 days average. That's great. Now, it's not a celebratory great. It's just squeaked just over the lip, but we're back up in that little bit of a range. So maybe, like I said Monday, that I'm starting to feel a little bit of an ebb back up. So maybe this is the first little percolation of that. So I think that's good. No new milestone. It was about halfway to the next one. So possibly by tomorrow morning, we'll talk about 46.2, but we're not there yet. So I'll move on quickly and talk about today. And today, of course, is Tuesday, which means podcast editing day. So every Tuesday, I will remind you that at 10 a.m. Eastern over on Twitch, we edit the podcast live together. And we have a great time communing with one another, talking about just random stuff and what's coming up in the show. If you'd like to join us or just see what it's about, you just go over to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp. Once you get there, if it's during the window we're doing it, like from 10 to 12 or so, you'll just start seeing us and hearing us. So right there. Also, because it's Tuesday, I will remind you that if you are so inclined and have Amazon Prime, you may or may not know that you have a free monthly $5 subscription token that you can use for any creator on Twitch. It's effectively a donation you don't pay for, and if you don't use it, it goes away. So if you are able and you have Amazon Prime, go to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp anytime. Doesn't have to be during our stream. Hopefully during our stream, so I can say hi and thank you. But click on the little subscription button, and once you're connected to Amazon Gaming, there's a tick box that says use my Prime sub, and it makes that subscription $0 for you, but it credits us about $5 after they take out their fees and stuff. We've been on average getting about $80 to $100 a month, thanks to the generosity of everyone just taking that free benefit and throwing it our way. If you could help me with that, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much. And I mention it too every month because every week, because you have to redo it every month. It can't go in perpetuity. That's why I bring it up every single week if you're a regular. So that would be cool if you can do that. Thanks for that. Once the pod edit is over and I get the publishing tasks done, I have an idea for a video I think I can get out today. I'm sure I can. It's going to be kind of like that Target Fun that I did a couple of weeks ago. It's a gameplay video with a little bit of an angle, like, what about this game? How does this take a little bit closer look at it? And, my commentary and that kind of thing. That Target Fun was an experiment, and it was it went better than I thought, so I'm going to try some more of those, especially on Tuesdays, because if I don't have something I'm already working from Monday, I can knock those out in a half day, the afternoon after the pod edit. So I think it's a good opportunity to do that. Let's see. And then I think I have a meeting this evening, 7 or so, with the folks from Long Island RetroCon to try to hammer down those plans for August to see if we can make that visit happen. And I think that'll pretty much consume my Tuesday. So that's what I have planned for today, to see how it affects the stats for tomorrow and the next day, and so on. So, I have to get ready for the live stream, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. Is it short? I can't tell how long it is. I never know how long I've been talking. Thank you for stopping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, if you're here every day, how I love you for that. Thank you for being a regular part of my support system and my motivation to get going every day. Hey, please, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I'm on a podcast, because I'm so articulate. Please have a fantastic Tuesday. Remember to do something good for yourself if you can, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.